Hello beautiful and welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video where we are going to do a little bit of a get ready with me. I want to talk about my road trip. I just want to chat a little bit. I just got out of the shower so my hair is still wet. I should probably put it up. Did I bring a hair clip? I'm going to go and fix my hair in a hair clip, and I still haven't unpacked my makeup that I brought for my journey. This is the Saga of Freya makeup bag that Oden had, and this is filled with the makeup that I brought on my road trip with my husband. So I am gonna actually use the makeup that I brought so that I can talk about the makeup that I brought and why, and chat a little bit about the trip. You know, catching up. Let's catch up. Let's catch up. And if you haven't been there before, if this is the first video here, hello, my name is Angie. I am such a lover of beauty makeup. I love everything beauty makeup related, especially things that are a little bit more on the colorful side. So I'm gonna recreate one of the a little bit more colorful looks that I actually wore during my vacation. And if you want to see more of that, don't forget to subscribe because I upload several videos every week. Let me put in my earrings and we can start. I'm gonna start with primer. I brought one primer and I brought it because I knew that some of the states that me and my husband were gonna visit were gonna be very humid. So I brought the LH Cosmetics Matte Attack Primer, which I think is a really good primer, like to really keep the oils at bay. It keeps your skin being matte, and I feel like this really elongates my makeup and especially keeps it from it doesn't keep sweat away. Like if you're sweaty, you're still gonna be sweaty, but it keeps the oils away so that the oils don't break down your makeup. And I have to say, I really like that. I didn't bring a single item with me that I hadn't used before, except one thing, because I got this one the day before I left. I got the Fenty Beauty, the glow, so dirty, the glowy one. This one is called Ease Drop Lit, and this is the original Ease Drop. I did buy this in another shade, and I actually did buy this shade 9 because the foundation matcher tool at Sephora was telling me that 9 actually was my shade. I don't know what I was drinking when I was in the store, and I was like, I don't think 9 is my shade, but 9 is definitely my shade. So I did bring this one in 9, and this is the only foundation I brought. And I did bring this new one, and this is in Taffy Topaz, and honestly, I've been mixing this with the Ease Drop, and this is beautiful. This is a liquid. You can tell my skin is, my face is not tan at all. I've been scrubbing it all off. But this one works so good mixed with the Ease Drop. It really gives a little bit of luminosity without being shimmery. And I feel like I was expecting this to be something else, but it's not, and it's in the best way. I thought that this was going to be a little bit more on the glowy, dewy side. Yeah, I do think that this is going to be a good shade. Like the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Hollywood, whatever it's called. I never remember what it's called. But it's actually not like that. It just gives a little bit of a luminosity to this fairly matte foundation without looking shimmery or highlighty. It just looks very natural, and I have to say I really like it. And it doesn't change the longevity of this foundation. That is literally one of the foundations in my collection that has the best longevity of all the foundations I have. And that's the reason why I brought it, because I can really trust this foundation to look good on me for 12 plus hours. And that's the reason why this is the only one I brought. And I have to say, this one really does give a nice, you can see it gives a little bit of a glow to a matte foundation. Like you can see there's a little glow here without disturbing and making it dewy or greasy, because I still want longevity. So I have to say I'm very impressed with this, and I've been using it now for almost every day on my vacation, and I like it. I really like it. That's my quick review of that. The reason why we did this road trip now, because we've been gone for 10 days, me and my husband, is that now is the time that it worked with his job. Wasn't the perfect time for my job, but my husband works in projects and he works in the lab. My husband is a scientist. He's a neuroscientist. So this is when it worked for him and his projects in the lab. So I had to really work around that. So we went for 10 days and we decided to do a road trip with our dogs. So we did bring both of our dogs, and I did do a vlog about this. And the vlog, let me put the ring on. The vlog will be on my vlog channel. I don't know if it's already up because there's a lot of material. It's 10 days of vlogging. There's a lot of material in this vlog. If it's already up, I will leave a link down below. If it's not, just know that it's coming. I brought the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer because I was still in the process of reviewing this. I wasn't sure because I knew knew I liked this concealer, but I just didn't know how much I like it. And I can tell you right now, I love this concealer. It has now become one of my favorite concealers in my collection. And I'm so happy I decided to bring this to really make up my mind about it. Because I didn't know, like, do I like it or do I love it? And I love it. I love it so much that you can see that this is my skin tone basically. I have it in Sugar Biscuit. I'm thinking about buying another shade just to use for highlighting. But basically we decided to take a road trip to states and to places that we wouldn't necessarily visit had we not been in the US. Because as a European, there are a couple of places in the US where most European, like, we dream to visit, like LA, Las Vegas, Miami, New York. Like those kind of places we take the effort to book a flight and to go there specifically. Me and my husband also had New Orleans on our bucket list, and we were trying to do a road trip where we can incorporate New Orleans because it's not that far away from Austin. And we decided to take this really long road trip to just see a bunch of stuff that we just wouldn't see had it not been for us being located where we are right now in the US. So, and when we were thinking about this road trip, because Ricardo has friends in Baton Rouge, we really wanted to visit New Orleans. He has friends in Asheville, and then Heather Austin lives in Memphis, or outside of Memphis. And we really wanted to visit all of those, and I was thinking, what if I surprised Heather? So I actually surprised Heather by planning us first arriving to Heather with her husband. And he didn't tell anyone. He was good at keeping this a secret. Let me tell you, he didn't tell anyone. He didn't tell Heather. He didn't tell like their son or anything. And we literally showed up Friday night knocking on the door, and she screamed. I didn't vlog anything that first night, but like it was just so fun hanging out with her. I mean, I've been talking with Heather for so long now. I've met her before, but just so fun just showing up like that. Having the ability to just really surprise your friends in a positive way like that, it was honestly so amazing. And we stayed there for 2 nights, and they showed us Memphis, and they showed us like a little bit around. We saw the Mississippi River, and like it's gonna be in my vlog, and we had some barbecue, and it was just really amazing. Also, since we brought the dogs, the dogs were able to meet like their dog Atlas, and it was just really fun. It was just really fun. It was so much fun to start a trip like that, to just be able to surprise like a friend. I brought the V face palette because I was like, I tried to bring as little makeup as possible on this trip. I love makeup, but when I travel with a friend that loves makeup, ooh, I'll bring a lot of makeup. But when I'm traveling with my husband, I don't like, this is his vacation too, and I don't want to spend his vacation time doing my makeup. So I try to bring less makeup, and I try to use less makeup or do more, not effortless, but like quicker makeup, just so that I don't take up his vacation time with me doing my makeup. If I go with a friend and my friend loves makeup, we can do makeup together, and that's like part of the vacation, but it's not like that with my husband. So I try to show respect to his time as well and not take up his vacation time with just me doing my makeup. So I did do more elaborate makeup a couple of the days, and then I did like really low effort or no makeup at all some of the days. So I tried to bring as little as possible, but I'm actually like unpacking my makeup bag here in front of you. But after we had been with Heather and her family, we continued our trip, and we went into Tennessee, and we went over the Smoky Mountains. And it was stunning. If you've never been, I cannot recommend enough to see it. It was beautiful. I'm so happy with it. I hope that in the vlog you'll be able to see it. I did bring my normal like brow stuff, the things that I'm normally using. So I'm just gonna do my brows, and then I can do the rest of my face, and I can tell you about the rest of the trip and my souvenirs. I bought 2 souvenirs, and I'm having them both here because this is show and tell. I want to tell you. Okay, let's see if I can do a little blush from this palette as well. But after the Smoky Mountains, we went to Asheville. But we took the is it called Blue Ridge Parkway? That really pretty highway that's going through the Smoky Mountains. We took that one to Asheville, so we came... So dramatic. So we came there pretty late, but it was such a beautiful trip going in. I don't regret it at all. Oh wait, I'm gonna have some highlighter too. Well, maybe some fixing spray. I bought this one from Michelle Tilbury. I like that it's so small. That's the main reason that it's small. I like it too, but the reason why this one always comes traveling with me is because it's so small and compact, and I love that. And I did use the highlighter in this one, but I did also bring the Colourpop and Winnie the Pooh, one of the ones, because I've loved that one so much. But yeah, I will say one of my like more toxic traits is that I will spend 12 hours in a new place and be like, I could live here. That's how I felt about Asheville. I think out of all the places that I went through this trip, with Asheville, I truly felt like I like this place. The weather, the people, the city, like I really liked it. We met one of Ricardo's friends that he's been playing video games with there, and his girlfriend. I think you will be seeing some of that in the vlog. And honestly, we just had the best day. He just took us brewery hopping. We saw the Vanderbilt estate. Like, it was just truly a really good time. And not that I didn't think we were gonna have a good time, but I just really liked the city. I really recommend it. And after staying in Asheville for 2 nights, I'm sure I brought 3 palettes. We went down because we wanted to go to New Orleans, but we knew that it was going to be too far to go to New Orleans. So we went through Georgia and Alabama, and we spent 1 night in Georgia. I did bring the Michaela small palette. I actually did not use this during my trip, so I need to use this once more before I review it. But these I used a lot during my trip. I did bring the Tartelette, like the Jewel palette, and I will be using this shade here and maybe blending a little bit with this one. I really like this one, and I also brought the Hello Hollywood because this is such a great accent palette, and we will be using the light blue here. I did bring some neutral palettes on this like little excursion thing, and it's mainly, wait, I have the eye primer, my favorite eye primer. It's mainly because I had some neutral things that I needed to review, and I was like, why don't I bring them on my trip, because I'm not going to be doing a lot of makeup anyways, because I'm going with Ricardo, and I can like get some use out of them and like review them when I get back. So I am happy with the choices I make. I will say Georgia was so pretty as well. Like, all the nature has been so great in all of the states that we've gone through. Everything is so green and luscious compared to Texas that it's just, I mean, at this point, pretty crispy. It is like hay colored and pretty crispy, and there's no hills or mountains or anything like that close to where we live, so it's all just very, very flat. So it was nice to see a little bit of contrast and seeing something else. We went to this, what was it called? It's like a canyon place in Georgia, and we stayed in Columbus, and we went to this canyon with the dogs, and we were there at sunrise, and it was so pretty, and I'm hoping I captured some of that in the vlog. It was truly just a really, really nice time, and I think the dogs really liked that as well. Some people were asking, like, how did our dogs do with the trip? Like, how did everything go? And I will say they did so well. None of them are car sick, and they sleep so well in the car. Let me see if I can get I'm not gonna use the brushes that I brought on vacation, but let me see if I can use this one. I'm just gonna go into the Tartelette palette here. But they've been doing so good, and they've been sleeping in the car, and they've been so comfy in all of the hotels, and like they've been doing so well. I think the place, because after Georgia we went down through Alabama and we came to New Orleans, and I think the place that they liked the least was New Orleans. New Orleans, we came there during the weekend, and we didn't plan it to be like that because it was just what fitted with like the time slot that we've been given with the planning that Ricardo had, and it was just very loud and very dirty, and it's not the best place for a dog, let's say. So that was the only place where I was like, this would have been better without the dogs. I don't think they enjoyed New Orleans at all, if I'm gonna be honest. We did have them at a daycare for 1 day we were in Nashville. Did I forget Nashville? We were in Nashville too. Before Asheville, we were in Nashville. I totally forgot about that. We had them in daycare in Nashville. I think I forgot about Nashville because I had my mental health was not doing the best when I was in Nashville, and I had a little bit of a breakdown. And when I say a little, I mean kind of a lot. I was not doing that good. My stomach was hurting. I was having stomach problems again because of all the stress. And yeah, I was not doing the best when we were in Nashville, but we did have the dogs in daycare one day. And we had the dogs in daycare one day when we were in New Orleans too, because I really, really, really wanted to go on one of those swamp tours. Listen, I'm not bringing my puppies to the alligators. It's not happening. It's not a thing. They're not a snack. We're not doing that. But I've always wanted to go on one of those swamp tours in the swamps in Louisiana. So I'm so happy that we were able to do that. I'm sure it was super touristy and that we didn't see the real... I get it. That's probably the thing. But I really had a good time. I really liked the swamp tour. I think the swamp tour is one of the best things of this vacation because I really like it. I like Asheville. I like, of course, meeting all of our friends. That was so amazing going to Mississippi. But I'm just so happy that I was able to do that swamp tour. It's just honestly the best. I 10 out of 10 recommend it. I thought it was great. I really, really liked it. And I'm so happy we were able to do it. And for a while I was afraid that we weren't because the weather was not looking the best. But then we were like, no, let's just do it. It's gonna be great. And I'm so happy we did because I loved it. I'm just gonna use a little bit of this pink and just diffuse this edge a little bit with the pink. But yeah, I will say New Orleans, I liked it, but I think I would have liked it more without having to worry about like the dogs not liking it. Because yeah, it did really take a little bit away from the experience, being like, oh, I'm sure the dogs hate this. Because we were not party. I'm not a party girl. Like, listen, I'm not gonna go out party. I don't hit the nightclubs. We weren't even like drinking. Like but I still like, oh, it was so loud, and I didn't love that for them. I felt a little bad for them. I didn't think it was going to be that much. I think we like just didn't understand exactly how loud that city can be, but they were doing pretty good though. I mean, not like they were having a breakdown or anything, but you could tell that that's probably their least favorite city of them all. I did buy a mug there. This is the one that I'm drinking out of. I bought a Louisiana mug because I've always wanted to go to New Orleans. I bought a Louisiana mug. Now I have 4 Starbucks mugs. That's the only souvenir I bought when we were out traveling. And then we stopped at Buc-ee's. I have one of these. Wait, let me show you. It's like a big one on the back. I haven't been to Buc-ee's yet. And so many people were telling me like, oh, you need to stop at Buc-ee's. So we stopped at Buc-ee's just to get a little dinner and to see it. On the way home, we stopped outside of Houston. And I was like, I'm going to buy a t-shirt. And Ricardo's like, did you buy a t-shirt? I bought a t-shirt. Listen, I love it. I'm going to slouch around in this at home. It's gonna be my t-shirt to remind me not only of my time in Texas, but also of like this trip. And I've had a really good time during this trip. I mean, Nashville was probably the low point, but only because of like my mental health and like all the stress. And yeah, I mean, I brought it on myself. Like it was, I made stupid choices and stupid mistakes and didn't read into things the way I should have. So, I mean, suit yourself, Angie. Really, you had that coming. But it doesn't take away from the fact that I really had a horrible struggle with my mental health when we were in Nashville. But other than that, I thought Nashville was pretty cute. I really liked the downtown area. I thought it was really neat. I think a lot of other people were partying a lot more than we did. Like, we weren't partying at all. Both in Nashville and in New Orleans. Me and Ricardo were like, are we old? Are we old? Like, what happened? I don't know. But yeah, we've had a really good time, and I'm so happy we were able to see so many states. Like we saw 8 states in 10 days. I feel like we did pretty good. Of course, like there's so many more things that you can explore. If you really like, you can spend 10 days in any state and still have things to see. I'm sure of it. There are so many more places I would like to go. Like, I want to go to like Savannah. I would love to spend more time in North Carolina because I really liked how it looked there. But like, sometimes you have to prioritize. I think this is okay. This is where we're at. Oh, let me put a little bit under my eyes as well. And then we can do the blue, because I had the blue on the inside and I loved it. Okay, so what I did with this Colourpop palette, if I can manage, is that I used the blue matte, and I literally put that in the inner part like this. Not in my inner corners though, because I put some white there. And I just really liked how, look at this combo together. really liked how this looked together. And I also put some, of course I have Prance. I brought Prance. I brought 3 eye pencils, but I actually did not use the green one. I only used the white one and Prance, and I put Prance in my waterline because it's basically the same color as this one from the Colourpop palette, and they just go really well together. And yeah, I really like the look. I wore this in our first night in New Orleans because Ricardo had some work to do on his computer, so I had a little extra time to fix my makeup. So yeah, that was a really nice makeup look. I really liked it, and I also had some on my lower lash line like this, but I didn't do any lashes. I brought lashes, but I didn't do them because I'm trying to like do less of fake lashes when I'm out traveling, because again, it takes a little extra time, and I'm just like not trying to take time from Ricardo's vacation so that I can do stuff that he's not included in. I cannot wait to edit the vlog, because when I'm filming this, I still haven't like even looked at the footage. I just transferred it to my computer, and I just made sure that like the first clip was like actually working. I'm hoping that everything is gonna work out and that like it's gonna be like a good footage or anything like that, but honestly I'm not entirely like sure, but I hope so. But I cannot wait to look through it and like reminiscent of our trip and how a great time we had, honestly, because we did have a really good time. It was so fun to like just go on a vacation with Ricardo. We haven't been on a vacation since well, we went to New York, but it was only a couple of days, but like since we were in Italy last autumn, so it's been a year, so it was really nice. Oh, and I used a little bit of the white, it's called Silver Screen, just in my inner corner like that. I will skip the false lashes today as well, and I'll just do a little bit of the Prance, unfortunately still discontinued, and I'll do mascara, and then we can do the lips as the final step. Because like, look at how good Prance goes with this. It's like look, it's perfection. Ah! Using my Maybelline Sky High, this is the mascara that I brought. Let me show you my lip options. So I actually brought 3 lip liners. I brought one from Too Faced as well that's even lighter than these 2, but that one is in my purse. I actually did bring the Kosas Hot Liner. This is the one in the color Wow, and it's only because I love the color. It's like a terracotta muted red. It smells so horrible though. I tried to use it once during the trip and I was like, no, I need to find this color, but in a lip liner that's actually not rancid. And then I brought the hazelnut one from ABH. That's the one I'm gonna use. I actually did not bring something to sharpen this with, so let me actually sharpen this before we go in. I really like this lip liner. This one in Too Faced was the one I used the most. Is that a fly? Sir, I need you to simmer down. And then I brought 5 different lip options, plus I had the Too Faced, like the banana balm. I had that in my purse. I did bring the Fenty. Let me show you. This one I did wear one day. This is the Fenty. That is a hair. This is the stain, and I think it's in Tangy something something, the orange one. Beautiful. Absolutely love this one. It is in Zesty Bestie. That's the one. And I also wore this one. This is also an orange. This is the M Cosmetics in Faded Clementine, like the sheer, like glowy lipstick. Absolutely beautiful. This one I brought, but I actually didn't use, and I'm not sure why, because I love this one. Or did I use this one? I'm not sure, but I love it. This is the House Labs Monster Lip Crayon in Current Matte. Stunning. And this is like the color of that like lip liner, like they're very close in color, and that's why I brought this one. But yeah, I need another lip liner in this color, like a muted red, because it's like a beautiful color. And then I brought my favorite, like the lip oil from Lunar Beauty. It is beautiful, smells wonderful. I think this is the mango one, if I'm not mistaken. Smells so wonderful. This is the absolutely clear one. I brought this one. I wore it. This is the one I wore the most out of the days that I was out. And then I bought the Coming In Hot lipstick from Vive. And I thought we'd wear this one today. It's just such a nice warm beige on me. So that is the lip colors. Like, this is the nude that I brought. I feel like I didn't bring that much makeup. I bought 2 souvenirs. And I didn't bring that much makeup. Did I? I don't feel like I brought that much makeup. But yeah, this is the look that I did. And let me actually blow dry my hair and let's zoom out and I can just like, I don't know, give some final thoughts about this 10-day road trip that I was on. So I think this is a pretty good recreation of the look that I did in New Orleans. And overall, I've had a really good vacation if we don't count how bad my mental health there was for a couple of days. But overall, I had a really good vacation. Did you have a good vacation too, Kaisa? You're happy to be back? Doggies are a little bit tired, not gonna lie, but I hope you will watch the vlog as well. It should be up when this video is gone up, but I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, if it's live, I will leave a link to it down below. I'm just happy that we did this road trip, where we were able to see more things in United States while we are here that we wouldn't have been able to see otherwise. Just other kinds of nature, other kinds of people, like just different things. I always think there are places to see and people to meet. Sweetie, no, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Well, you can come up if you want to. Are you happy to be home? Yes, I'm happy to be home. I'm happy to be home. Oh, yes. Oh, kiss, kiss. Yes, you're very sweet. But let me know, have you ever been on a road trip? What have you seen? Are you dreaming about doing a road trip? I would love to hear about it. We are gonna go pee-pee. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, kiss. Yes, yes, yes. Kiss, kiss. Thank you so much for being here. Do not forget to subscribe, and I will see you again very soon in a new video. Time to go potty. Bye!